do you have heads of marketing and or HR? Like what kind of composition do you currently have working for you?
So we started with a leadership team. So we have senior associates that have been with us for 7 years or more, and our chief operating officer is Charlie Kirby. Been with Curtis for 20 years this year. She's really built the practice with him over the years. So we started with those folks. We've got our senior associate, head of litigation, who manages the associates. We have a senior associate in charge of probate that handles the Texas probate and coordinates with all the national probate attorneys that help us with those cases. And then we also have our senior associate in charge of our medical legal department. So she coordinates with pre-lit and hold on just a second. I had a message. She coordinates with pre-lit and also all of our experts to make sure that the cases have all the foundation that they need to move into litigation. So we started with those folks. Those have been kind of our key members and from our launching point of how we plan to operate this business at a larger scale. This last year, we built out our business side. So we hired a CIO and a chief of marketing as well as, and we have a marketing director and also a chief of staff. So those folks meet weekly too with Charlie Kirby, our COO. So Curtis and I meet with our leadership team once a week, and then we have Charlie handle those C-suite meetings.
Thank you for sharing that. That's really helpful and gives me an idea for some extra questions here. Um, I kind of want to focus before we move on a little bit of organizational design stuff and just some follow up questions on that is basically your role as managing partner and how you divide accountability between you and Curtis, and you kind of said it at the beginning, but just how you think about that, how you function best as the managing partner, really the driver behind the firm.
We've had some challenges because, so I don't know if you know about Colby scores and Print scores. We have started
Mm-hmm.
a coaching program with CRISP out of Atlanta a few years back. We did all that testing that talks about kind of how you work best, your best self, your shadow self, how you work well with others, in what ways. So we did that testing early on, and I don't think he and I realized, well, let me take it back. I think maybe he realized that we were very similar, but I did not realize it at all. So all these books have, chapters and just entire books on a visionary and an integrator, right? Usually you have to have both. And he and I just are both visionaries. There's no getting around it. And our test scores are almost identical. So we really had a hard time kind of figuring out our groove within the firm. And he has basically final say on all the business stuff. I have final say on all the litigation stuff. And that's how we've really, that's his strength, that's my strength, and that's how we've been able to move things forward. But I mean, we butt heads, we don't always agree, and we've certainly come through a lot to be where we are today. But niching down, deciding to do one practice area, not having both of us kind of pulled different directions, that was huge. That was a game changer for us.